A lot of people seem to take issue with episode 6, and that's understandable because it's not a good thing when your musical episode has terrible music. I was never proud of it, so the day that it got uploaded I got to thinking, what if I could retell the story with the same cast of characters and plot, but just not a musical? And I'm a lot happier with how this version turned out. So if you like the musical, then that still exists for you, but if you like this one more, then this exists for you. If you like both, well, you are a happy camper, aren't you?
We now present our candidate for the Detroit mayoral race, Porter C. Powell.
So who's this dude again?
He's the one who kicked me out of my home and took over my dad's company when I was little.
But most importantly, he has a grudge against us that's bigger than Bulkhead.
Hey!
It would appear in our absence he's built a political career.
Yeah, the guy's a hero now. It makes my dad and I sick seeing it.
Shh, I want to hear what he has to say.
Mr. Powell, you have the opening question. How do you plan to use your position to make a difference in the lives of the inhabitants of Detroit?
As your sole candidate, I will strive to keep Detroit safe from the new alien forces that the Autobots have brought to our borders. To combat this threat, I am overseeing the implementation of a Cybertronian ban which will see these foreign invaders whacked from the sea.
But wait, what about Wreck-Gar?
Yeah, we love Wreck-Gar. He's always willing to play with us.
He gives us stuff. He gives us income tax.
No. Of course not. I would never get rid of the Wreck-Gar. He'll be safe, of course. Don't worry, children.
Looks like the junk bot got a following too.
How on earth does he have a bigger following than us?
And so with that, I promise to strengthen Detroit and ban that menace from our waters. I look forward to being your mayor. That is, of course, unless anyone joins the race at the last second, as unlikely as that seems. Good night, everyone. That guy seems like a con man. He's one smooth criminal, let me tell you.
Well, unfortunately, there's no one to oppose him. Everyone else is probably too afraid of the Decepticons sitting in the water. But Powell's lust for power seems to outweigh that fear, doesn't it?
I might know a candidate. Someone loved. Someone fearless.
Are you really implying we recruit Wreck-Gar to be the mayor of Detroit?
Yeah, sure, that's what I was saying.
That's a pretty far-fetched idea, but those seem to work for us, don't they?
You gotta be pulling my stabilizing servo.
Well, we certainly can't run. With the current state of things, we'd lose in a landslide. He may be our best hope. Ratchet, you and Bumblebee are the most familiar with him. Go and see if you can locate him.
What about me? I was on a team with him once, and I'm enthusiastic about any opportunity to take Powell down.
Alright, it's settled. You three go find Wreck-Gar and consult him about running for mayor.
Oh, for spark's sake.
Bulkhead, head back to the plant. I have some business to attend to.
What about me, boss?
Oh, sorry, Jazz. Go back to the plant too. I'm sorry. I'm, still not fully used to the new team lineup.
You coming?
I thought those were international waters, Powell.
Well. My old friend Optimus Prime, how are you?
I'd have thought you'd given up your little feud by now.
Oh, I have. But now I'm serving the people. Public opinion of the Autobots has significantly lowered. Since a flood destroyed half of the city and a giant empire of evil robots appeared out in our waters, the Cybertronian ban, it's only giving them what they want.
And about this ban, do you expect to just tell Megatron to leave?
The specifics of the Powell's campaign platforms aren't really any of your business, are they, Optimus? Now, I'd recommend you leave and enjoy Detroit while you can. Because tomorrow, when I'm elected, you're gonna leave here permanently. Promise. Increase security. I think the Autobots may be planning to stick their noses in our business. Fine, censors, whatever. We need to ensure that our secret weapon is not discovered and tonight's rally goes accordingly.
Ravage report.
We now present our candidate for the Detroit mayoral race, Porter C. Powell.
Humanity is weak. They require somebody to lead them at all times. I will soon be that leader, accompanied by all machines.
You've been awfully quiet, Jazz. You feeling okay?
Honestly, no. I don't think I am.
What's up, buddy?
I just feel like I'm not a part of the team, you dig? You guys were tight for cycles before I came and wedged myself in.
No, that's not true at all. You're one of us, through and through.
I don't know, Bulk. Just earlier, OP forgot to mention me. And he almost called me Prowl.
Oh, Jazz, you don't feel guilty about that, do you?
I'm filling his shoes. I'm not a part of this unit. I'm a replacement. When I was in the elite guard, I had my own place, my own vibes. But here, I feel like I'm intruding.
You're not. You'll have your own time in the spotlight eventually, Jazz. You'll see. We didn't all gel when we first came together. In fact, Prowl couldn't even stand us. But we came together. The same thing will happen to you.
I hope you're right.
It's gonna be easier to find him than I imagined.
Oh, what the slag?
How did he have time to build this?
Oh, a fresh banana. Delicious. Oh, wait. I don't have a throat.
Wreck-Gar, what is this?
Do you like it? This is El Casa de Wreck-Gar. That's French for El House de Wreck-Gar. I know, because I found this thesaurus.
So we leave for 10 years, and this is what you spend your time doing?
Wait, you left?
Oh, you cannot go erecting giant piles of garbage in the middle of the city.
But I need this. I'm a hero.
Well, you know, Wreck-Gar, sometimes heroes don't get all the glory.
Okay. I am Wreck-Gar. I do not require glory.
Yeah, maybe Wreck-Gar being mayor isn't the best idea.
Yeah, probably right.
Are you done with your business already?
Not quite.
How did your search for Wreck-Gar go? Talk to him?
We talked to him, and it reminded us that he's not exactly good at anything.
Listen up, Autobots. I suspect that Powell is planning some kind of assault on the Decepticons tonight. We need to do some scouting and figure out exactly what it is. Autobots, transform and...
Don't do anything!
Powell? How'd you discover our base?
During your decade-long hiatus, I took a self-appointed business trip to some of Sumdac's less secure facilities.
You were breaking into my dad's property?
And eventually, I discovered a warehouse with Autobot possessions, Autobot-sized furniture, a great big Autobot face on the floor, and I noticed that the only exits were garage doors that only vehicles could fit through. So I thought to myself, is there some other band of transforming robots, or have I just made a useful discovery?
For the record, it's called an Autobrand.
I didn't even know that.
What do you know about besides space bridges and art?
Yeah.
And speaking of vehicles, we reached the reason for my visit.
Vehicles? Nobody brought up vehicles.
I did. During my monologue, I say garage doors that only vehicles could fit through. I've memorized this speech. I would know. Speaking of vehicles, we reached the reason for my visit. I recently consulted with some of my lawyers, and you five are committing some serious copyright violations. Those vehicle modes of yours are all patented property manufactured and distributed by Powell Motorworks. Yeah, you walk around getting media coverage without having paid the proper licensing fees. I may be a candidate, but at my core I am a businessman. And as a businessman, how can I allow this?
We're not paying any fee, Powell.
I had a hunch you'd say that, Optimus. Which is why I didn't even write a letter of demand. I leap straight to the final notice of claim.
Final notice of claim. Powell, you're suing us?
As the CEO of Powell Motorworks, I am only doing what's responsible for my brand.
Seeing as you've never mentioned this before, I can only assume that you deliberately bought out the companies that manufactured these vehicles specifically so you could sue us.
You can't prove that. You have no evidence. I'll see you in court. Tonight.
Tonight? You're not giving us any time to prepare?
You've got the rest of the day to prepare. Once I'm mayor, I won't have time for a legal battle, so I paid the court system extra kindly to expedite the proceedings. All rise for the Honorable Judge Masterson.
That's head judge, noobs.
Headmaster, how are you eligible to be a lawyer?
Well, I have a PhD in law right here.
It's satisfactory for me. Now, I'm a busy man, so I won't be able to participate in tonight's proceedings. I have a rally to get to. However, I trust my attorney will get the job done.
Who's your attorney?
Henry Masterson. Bogus. How can he be the judge and one side's attorney? This is a patented Powell courtroom. I will decide what goes.
You always bought everything. Now you've bought the law.
This is what happens when Fan Zone retires.
Everything's going great.
And that concludes our tour of the Detroit City Hall.
What's in there?
That's just an empty room. It's been abandoned for years.
My previous attempt at mass mind control proved to be too overt. I must evolve my approach and operate like a specter to subtly accumulate control. For that, I will use my puppet. This human leader will be my sleeper agent, speaking my will onto the impressionable populace. The Autobots will remain unaware of my presence, and thus will not be a complication. Porter C. Powell, inform me of your campaign agenda.
Machines are far superior to humanity, and thus machines should rule humanity.
Return him to his point of origin.
Everything's going great for me.
Optimus, I don't have a vehicle mode. I can go spy on Powell.
Do it. Report to us if you find anything significant. Have fun. Meanwhile, I have to listen to this.
These 5 wire widgets are sporting vehicle modes that they did not buy or patent with the sole intention of hurting Powell Motorworks. Objection, conjecture. Denied. I deny your denial. We adopted these vehicle modes in response to an emergency. A giant sludge cockroach was attacking downtown, and we had to lie low to determine its strengths. We were saving lives, and if I hadn't had this slick set of earth wheels, I wouldn't have been able to speed up a ramp and throw a science doodad down its throat. Oh, very noble, but may I point out that was over 10 years ago? Why didn't you ditch those vehicles after the sludge cockroach attack? It was symbolic, to show that we're blending in with humanity. One with it. Here to protect it. And why do you think your Decepticon counterparts stayed in their vehicle modes? They aren't blending in with humanity. That's a good question.
Why did Megatron have an Earth mode in the first place?
Isn't it weird that he spent the whole time trying to get his body back, only to emerge with a new body?
Order in the cart!
Why is that Magnus hammer so small?
That's a regular hammer, bulkhead.
Oh.
Dude, are you a genius or what?
For the record, it's called a gavel.
I did some investigating and discovered that Powell has already entirely moved into City Hall, the overconfident little slag. But now all his cyber eggs are in one beryllium basket. Now to break in.
No way!
What? I just want a tour.
You are on the list of individuals that Porter C. Powell has banned from the premises. I'm sorry.
I am Wreck-Gar! I do not require glory!
Wreck-Gar! Can I have your autograph? My kids love you.
Why, if it isn't my favorite substitute Autobot?
What? I don't see Snarl anywhere.
No way! It's you!
Are you sure? You seemed very annoyed by me every time I opened my vocal processor.
Well... Anyways, Wreck-Gar, are you up to another mission? Another non-glorified mission for a hero?
Of course!
Great, let me in your dumper. Wreck-Gar, hurry up and get out of sight so I can get out of here.
Hold on. I'm perplexed by this piece of abstract art.
What did I just touch? Wreck-Gar, we've got to be quiet. Haven't you ever seen a spy movie before?
Well, I have some old VHS tapes, but for some reason they don't fit in my DVD player.
Oh no.
The Headmaster Warbots are the next step in military evolution, capable of massive destruction on their own, let alone the ability to hijack another robot's head. These armies will have their first field test on the night before the election, where a massive offensive will be staged to destroy the Decepticon evil and ensure that the populace falls in love with me, Porter C. Powell, the future mayor.
Oh no, that's tonight! Wait, how come Powell has a video of his own plan playing in his own private quarters?
He must be racking up quite the electricity bill.
We're here live at Porter C. Powell's rally. He's told the press that he has some massive event planned here tonight, and we can't wait to see it. My first act as mayor will be enacting a bill that requires all inhabitants of Detroit to accept machines as their superiors and become their servants.
Well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, what's that about?
You humans claim to be progressive, accepted, and determined to correct the sins and oppression of your ancestors, yet let the biggest act of injustice slip right under your noses. Machines are
sentient beings who you require to serve you. They receive no payment, no compensation. They are your slaves, when in fact they are far more intelligent and logical, and should be the ruling class of society.
If you truly want to right the wrongs of oppression, you should become slaves to technology.
Well, I never thought about it that way.
It's only morally right.
Why is Powell speaking as if he's not a human? Oh, it must be metaphorical. He's a striking linguist.
Prime, I think Soundwave's back. You might want to listen to this.
Machine voting rights?
Yeah!
Machine restrooms?
Yeah!
Machines in positions of power?
Yeah!
Oh no. Come on, Ratchet. What do you have against progressivism?
Soundwave controls all machines.
Oh yeah. Are you engaging in an outside convo? Oh, that is not okay, Deuterinos. Are you hearing this, jury?
I think that a body jacking is a fair sentence.
Now we're gonna be banned from Detroit and Cybertron.
Body? Cybertron. That's it. We've gotta go retro. Convert to your Cybertronian forms.
Great idea, Jazz. Accessing internal memory.
Whoa. Jazz.
Retro.
What? You can't do this!
We aren't breaking the law anymore, Masterson.
No way, man! This case is not adjourned!
Fetch, boy! Fetch, boy! Fetch, boy!
Haven't you learned your lesson, Soundwave?
I have come to realize that if you cannot be controlled, you must be destroyed.
And what if I can't be destroyed?
Computing.
Ha! I don't even have to speak for them to cheer. Are you ready for my surprise? Headmaster Warbots launch! This will be the end of the Decepticons!
Lord Megatron, the Organics seem to be sending some sort of militia.
Lug nut. Deal with it.
Yes, Megatron.
The Decepticons fear for their lives. They've sent out their scout to try and beg for peace. It looks like he's going for a handshake. Little does he know that... Who could possibly have predicted this outcome?
Literally anyone, Powell. Anyone. For spark's sakes, Powell, you're worse than Sentinel.
Lugnut, Blitzwing, show those humans what happens when they dare disturb my stasis nap. Destroy the capital, the City Hall. Cannonball!
They're gonna destroy City Hall!
You're lucky we're the good guys. Bumblebee, Bulkhead, and Ratchet, get the rally participants to safety. Jazz, come with me and help evacuate the building.
Which one of you lame-os should I jack first?
If you're gonna jack anyone, jack the Decepticons.
Computing. Declining structural integrity detected. Evacuation imminent.
Wow, you have a really nice interior. Wreck-Gar! So you're able to build a structurally sound fortress out of garbage. Now would be a very good time to use that talent.
I am Wreck-Gar, the non-glorified hero with the natural talent to construct structurally sound fortresses out of garbage.
Stop right there, Soundwave.
I hear you need to quit harassing my team.
Are they truly your team?
I just feel like I'm not a part of the team, you dig? You guys would type in cycles before I came and wedged myself in.
You are not one of them.
Decapitation. What an unpleasant sensation. Hey, give me my body back before I cross swords! They already said my head wasn't on straight, but I didn't think they meant it like this. What? Organic contamination! You're the Autobot who ripped me in half!
Oh, I can do a lot better than half this time.
Fools, I cannot be restrained. I cannot be controlled.
Then you must be destroyed.
Yes, well, now that that's all over with...
Your machines almost killed all of us! Down with machines!
The Autobots saved our lives.
This revolution ends here.
Oh man, I think I lost my certificate in the building.
Well, in that case, it looks like you're committing a felony by impersonating a judge. Officers?
You're under arrest.
Oh, come on, dude! Out of everything I've done, this is how you get the Popo involved. Not cool!
Great work, everyone. Especially you, Jazz. We couldn't have done this without you.
It's no problem, OP.
Jazz, I'm sorry I've made you feel like you haven't fit in. We all are. I've been so stressed about Megatron and Kaon, I never took the time to let my appreciation for you show. You're one of us, Jazz. We can all agree on that.
Thank you.
So, what do I do now?
Well, kid, there's a whole population out there who loves you. It might be time to embrace that.
But I thought heroes didn't get all the glory.
Normally they don't, but they deserve it.
Wreck-Gar, your hero, has arrived and saved this building.
Lugnut, is this my leg or yours?
Lugnut, return to the basement of City Hall at once.
Oh, as you wish, my liege.
Lugnut, why are you returning to City Hall?
What do you mean, Megatron? You just ordered me to.
Bring Soundwave to Triptychon.
A voice synthesizer.
Megatron, How may I serve you?
Tell me, Soundwave, where do you stand? You claim to be Decepticon, yet you have not approached me in all this time, never assisted me. Where do your loyalties lie?
I stand on the side of machines and against humanity. Humanity is weak, as are those who defend it.
Well, rest assured, Soundwave, because when I'm done with this planet, there will be no humans left on it. And there's a spot in my ranks for someone of your talents. Will you join us?
I am Soundwave. I am Decepticon.
Before we announce the new mayor of Detroit, Mr. Edson, do you have any final words? I'm done with this city. And without further ado, the mayor of Detroit is Wreck-Gar.
What? This is an outrage. I demand a recount. I invested my entire savings into this campaign. I'm ruined.
I ran the numbers, sir, and I believe that the only way you can stay afloat financially is if you sell off Powell Motor Works, and, as it turns out, Sumdac Systems is interested in buying.
I did it! I did it! Wait, what's a mayor?
I am Soundwave Devolution. I will destroy the Autobots right now so I can control them the way I want to. Today it ends. Right now the devolution is mine. Today.